This has nothing to do with the list of projects that you see before you. Let me make that very clear. I guess ultimately it has something to do with it, but I'm not touching any of the figures. I'm not touching any of the good work that the council has done, and I know Senator Anderson has said we want to send this bill as clean as possible as we can over to the House. To her and and everybody else's credit, last year we did send that bill over there very clean, I thought, 67-0, and where we had a real problem when we got to the conference committee was with the constitutional language being tampered with, we thought, in regards to the definitions. Now what you're being handed here is actually, you'll notice on there, and I think you might have them already, the definition of the constitutional language is very clear, and off to the right you'll see a definition of what the Lessard Sams Outdoor Heritage Council came up with last year, and that's exactly what we moved forward with. However, when it came to the conference committee, if you move yourself to the left, you'll see that's where the changes came in, and ecological systems along with ecosystems has been added there, and that's where we have, Mr. Chair and members, a real issue with regards to how do you define ecosystems and ecological systems when you're potentially going to be spending money on projects. It could include very, very many things, and the definitions that the Lessard group worked so hard for and worked hard on are the groups that are the definitions that reflect the folks out there that worked very hard on getting this this amendment passed in 2008, or this constitutional amendment in 2008. And you should know that just yesterday we voted on Senate File 2830. Author was Senator Chaudhry. We voted 52-0 yesterday, and it actually talked about those very definitions. So yesterday we sent that bill through this body, again correcting and clarifying the Lessard Sams definitions over the definitions that the House had put in last year and put in statute. So this basically is a repealer, bringing the definitions back to the original form that they were last year. And I ask members for that support, and I'd also ask for a roll call.
Senator Ingebrigtsen, I'm really disappointed that you're offering this without telling me you were planning to do this.
Senator Anderson, I thank you for those comments and appreciate the process. However, I think you've somewhat made my point here in that if it's in those other bills, there's really no reason why it shouldn't be attached to the bill that it really pertains to here. When we talked earlier, I apologize for not totally understanding what you were talking about. I thought you meant about projects that were going to be amended, and I said there would be none of those, as I made very clearly. The definitions, I didn't think were going to be this big of an issue, simply because we had passed them just yesterday on another bill, and there are some ones on other bills. So I see really no reason why we don't send a real strong message that the Senate on a 67 last year vote, 67-0, and just yesterday 52-0, that we aren't willing to compromise on this. And I think that's the message this body has to send to the House. And I know there are some House members over there that are willing to go to battle over this, but there's also a lot of House members over here that support this, and they support the sportsmen and the folks that are very concerned about this throughout the state. So I can't withdraw my amendment. I think it's just simply another vehicle, if you will, to carry this definition thing forward and to tell the other body how seriously we really are about this.